How are we doing today, guys? Thank you once again for joining me on Viper 9 Toy Videos. Today, I have the relatively new Joytoy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles slash... I say relatively new because I think he's been out for a couple months now, but I was just barely able to get my hands on him. I am mildly disappointed at how crunched my box is. Normally, I've been doing like spins on a turntable here lately for YouTube shorts, but I couldn't get him to stand. Like his box just, yeah. So I figured, you know what, let's just go ahead and open him. I've really been digging the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here recently, the latest reveals that they have done are Raza, Dirtbag, and Groundchuck. And I'm really shocked at that announcement, especially over something like, oh, I was going to say back of the box. Back of the box just has a quick little picture of Slash with a bunch of his other weapons and his claws and a giant mug and shield and random stuff. Like, some of the selection of Slash seems just so random of what equipment and gear he comes with. Like, I don't even think I was aware that he came with two heads, to be honest with you. So he has two heads, variety of different hands, a nice little flintlock pistol, a giant blade, two samurai swords, couple daggers, baby turtle, giant mug, a little palm tree, his figure stand, his claws, and a lobster sandwich. Now, my only connection to Slash as a character was his very small appearance in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, where I believe he was, let's see, I think in the original 80s cartoon, so there is the little city sewer figure stand, but I believe in the original 80s cartoon, he was a Bebop and Rocksteady's pet turtle, and they mutated him so where they didn't have to do chores, I think is how that was. And then in the Archie comics, he was an alien who happened to look like a turtle. And then in the IDW comics, he was a lab experiment with Baxter Stockman and April as the assistant. Ooh, and then in the 2012 cartoon, he was Raphael's pet turtle. And then a bunch of random stuff like that. So here is Slash. Oh, leave it in the comments too. Which version of Slash is your favorite? Like, which origin story is your favorite of that? You know, like, do you prefer the alien, the mutated turtle from Baxter Stockman's lair? Like, what do you prefer? But let's go ahead and take a look at Slash here real quick. So he has the double ball jointed neck. Shoulder articulation is a little off. He can't quite go into a solid T-pose, even though his shoulder pads don't hinder him at all. Like, the shoulder pads are very well done. And then he does have the elbow articulation, which is a little hindered. He has the double barbell wrist, which that hand just kind of popped right off there. He does have the ball jointed chest, ball jointed hips with the kind of the drop articulation, thigh swivel, double jointed knee, and then rocker ankles. And I am digging the sculpt on this Slash. Like, he is super cool looking. I love the little spikies on his shell, and I love the spike shoulder pads. Spike shoulder pads and spike knee pads, just like the original toy had. And then, of course, the skull on his belt. Like, that there is just super cool to me. Super cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of his gear. So he does have the figure stand that is kind of, the bad guys have a version and then the good guys have a version. He does come with a spike wooden shield. And then there is his mug. I think that's supposed to be like foaming over from like the cheers and the foam was falling up. Oh, wait, is that? Oh, and it's removable. The foam is removable, so you can get rid of that really weird thing out of the top. There is the little baby version of the Slash. I do like how they are including the baby turtles. You know, we got the 4 baby turtles with Splinter. Now we have the baby Slash. And then a random lobster sandwich. I don't understand the lobster sandwich, but I want to say the NECA version of Slash, like a NECA version of Slash, came with a lobster sandwich too. So maybe someone can explain that one to me in the comments if you know what the lobster sandwich is about. Then he does have his daggers that do fit in some scabbards right there on the side, and that's super rad. I'm super happy with that right there. Take a look at that. I'm digging that a lot. And of course, the samurai swords do also fit in the loops attached to his shell, like so. So the fact that he can carry 4 of his weapons without actually holding one is super cool. I dig that quite a bit. A little palm tree. I want to say I saw a picture of a little palm tree for an original turtle or original Slash as well. And of course, a little flintlock pistol. Nice little bayonet on it. I kind of dig that cleaver looking weapon. Like, it's a big 2-handed weapon. I really dig that. And then of course an array of other hands. He has fisticuffs. He has a little bit larger, like he has kind of a pointing hand. Oh, that's a pistol hand. Okay. Then a little bit different of a grabby hand. A little less finger wrap, if you look. Oh, he has a pistol hand on that hand too. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I don't like how his swords won't really let him lay down. And then he does have just open hands. Wah, grab you. And then, so that one doesn't have the bandana piece. That head. And it's a little bit angrier. I don't know how you could get Slash any angrier, but it is definitely a little bit angrier. And then he does have, kind of like the original figure did, some nice little claws right there. So overall, I am really digging the looks of this Slash figure. The articulation is really cool. Just the overall design of him is really awesome. Whoops. So that's the second time I've done popped that hand right off. So you do have to be careful with that. Let's see if we can't get that shield on. Kind of a little trick I had to do with some Boss Fight Studio figures. Put the hand on and then reattach it to the shield. Then he comes with the Pistolero hand already installed. Oops. Yeah, no, I dig him. I dig this Slash quite a bit. Once again, like I said, in the comments, go ahead and leave a comment on what you feel your favorite version of Slash was. Oh, that's something I wanted to look at. You could totally put, you could put the lobster sandwich on the end of the blades. So he fits on the bayonet. Let's see what other blades he fits on. They fit on the end of the sword. He does. It fits on the end of the sword. So I'm only assuming it's going to fit on the dagger as well. I think in the pictures I saw the dagger. So that is awesome. What about the claws? Oh yeah, it will kind of almost fit on the claws. The big slicey. It doesn't really fit on the big slicey, but overall that is super rad. I think that the slash is, you know, it's just an amazing figure. Joytoy, you are honestly killing it. I'm digging all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff that I've gotten so far. It is a bummer that it's not as easily as attainable as some of the other figures that I collect, most other figures that I collect, but I will keep on trying to track these down as best as I can. Right there, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave it with hit that like, smash that follow if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.